Talkin Trash Addiction Recovery Podcast. We suffered in silence. Now we recover out loud.
Celebrate the independence of your nation by blowing up a small part of it.
Welcome to the Channel 4 6 o'clock news. At 9, I'm your anchor. Hey, Haywood, would you get out of my way? Coming to you live from the Dick Shooter, Idaho Waffle House and Bake Shop. Today's top story, a man who fell from a 20-story rooftop bar was not a bouncer. Good evening, Talkin Trashers. Welcome to episode 220. We have a very special guest coming all the way from Nova Scotia, Nicholas Robinson. And
Nicky
now
boy.
a man who once fought a dinosaur and found out that's how you get Jurassic kicked. Timmy Snyder!
I see you did that.
I see what he did there. He's fun. Oh, welcome to our patriotic edition of Talkin Trash. Believe it or not, I am a patriot. I believe in my country and those who fought for it. And so we do our thing on Independence Day. Independence Day for me and many others represents independence from drugs and alcohol. If you're still doing your thing here on Independence Day, call Uber, do not drink and drive. And
Absolutely.
we do a little
Uber drive every day.
A little preamble, and we'll get into it.
This is our humble broadcast, where ethics and personal anonymity are of the utmost importance. We run this podcast as an act of service to those whose lives have been affected by addiction. We don't do it for profit or notoriety. We place principles before personalities. We benefit from this podcast just as much as anyone else. We all work programs and choose to sacrifice our own anonymity to spread the word that recovery is possible. We do this thing in an attempt to show, as living examples, that no matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That's the 9th step promise. It's our creed we abide by here on Talkin Trash. We feel called to uphold AA and NA principles. We firmly believe that you can only keep what you have by giving it away. Please join us in a moment of silence, followed by the Serenity Prayer.
God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
All right, let's see all the guys that make this thing possible here on Talkin Trash. Come on, somebody.
Come on.
All right. We are an eclectic bunch here. We appreciate everybody's time and their efforts. First on deck is Bradley Mansfield. Brad is 47 years old. He's our director of Potty Mouth. Brad is from Saskatchewan. He's great. We love you, Brad. You're doing great. Coming up on 4 years sober. One of these days, Bradley Mansfield. Next on deck is Jimmy Leibel, our other Canadian component. Jimmy is from Saskatchewan, Canada. Jimmy is 61 years old. He is 4 years sober.
Nice.
He handles all our guests and everything.
Right.
We love you, Jimmy. Great job out
Handle
there.
those. Absolutely.
Yeah, buddy.
Next on deck is Willie D in the place
That's
to
right.
be. Will
Yeah,
is
boy.
he's our eyes and ears on the
Oh,
street.
Willie.
You know what I mean? He's out there. He's doing what we need him to do. Will Douglas coming up on 3 years sober himself.
Yeah,
Way to go,
boy.
buddy. We love you. That's our
Oh,
team.
yeah.
And then there's me. I produce the show. I just turned 3 years sober the other day, and I appreciate everybody. And all their kind words and all their stuff. That's me. I do the podcast. And that's us. Boys, what's going on out there? We're talking the trash.
Okay, I'll go.
Not all at once. Bradley, you go.
Hi, I'm Brad. I'm Brad, and I'm an alcoholic addict.
Hey, Brad, welcome to the program.
Yeah. So me and the wife, we were doing a little camping, and I purchased a cabin last year. So
did you do a Canadian campfire?
Of course we did.
Colorado campfire.
Oh, that's what it is. I would just switch the.
You know what? You're gonna have to explain that one to me.
I'll show you.
It sounds rotten, but I love it.
Candy.
Yeah. So anyway, bought a cabin a couple years ago, doing some work on it, and it's funny because I got a good deal on it. But the more I start tearing into it, now I know why I got a good deal on it. Anyway, it's a fun project. You know what? I treat it like my recovery. Honestly, it's fucking shitty. It's got its ups and downs, but when it's going to be done, I'm going to be grateful for when it's done.
Absolutely. Amen. Jimmy, what's going on in your world? Let me get a comment off your face.
Oh, thank you.
Got what off his face?
Happy belated 250th birthday there, America, to all
way
my
to go,
American friends
America.
down there. Yeah.
Good job, America.
Good job. I remember the bicentennial back in '76.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. Yeah.
What's a bicentennial? Jimmy, when you
200 years. It was 1976.
200. I got you. Very good. Well, we're gonna circle back to America's shit. Will, what's going on with you? How are you?
I'm good. Just been nonstop work. I mean, like, this is the busiest time.
Oh
right
shit.
Oh, he busy as hell. It was 100 degrees down here the other day, boys.
But yeah, I know.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was what the temperature was, not the heat index.
What would that be in
Here we go.
Celsius?
What, 32.
290 degrees. Hi, Brian, Jennifer, Jacqueline, Tammy.
It's been
Angie.
busy nonstop, but I'm blessed. So
All our peeps.
Yes, you are.
I'm grateful.
Yes, you are. You
I'm
are
good.
blessed.
I'm good.
That's
Thank
good.
You're a hell of a human being, Willie.
He's
I
a gooder.
appreciate that.
He's
a keeper.
Am I human?
I don't even know.
You're a hell of a whatever you are.
Let's do our upcoming guests.
Timmy, no, don't. I want to know how are you?
Me? You know me.
That one through.
You know me. I'm living my life. I'm doing this.
You, Timmy, tell us.
Come on. you know a little too much about me. I'm good. Everything's good. Great show last week. I appreciated everybody chiming in and helping, and that show was very helpful to me personally. So I appreciate everybody doing that. Let me see here. We have some thank yous to get to, or no, we got some announcements. Angie Dickey, Jimmy, you want to read these as I go through?
Alrighty then. Well, Angie just celebrated 6 years of recovery, and also it was her 23rd birthday. So there you go.
23. Way to go, Angie.
Good
and
for
also little Zebo, 3 years. So what be behind you there, Tim?
Boys, me and
Zebmeister.
Yep, I realized that last year. Me and Zeb go back years now. I remember last year when me and Zeb were sharing the day.
Sharing and caring.
So Angie and Zeb, I segue. I gotta say thanks to everybody who jumped in and commented and their love and their support to me. It was humbling, so I really appreciate everybody doing that.
We love you.
It meant a lot. I know you do. Thank you, everyone, for that. I will get the deal. Mike Oxley was spotted at the Garden, and he's been missing ever since. All right, let's do our daily reflections so we can get
Daily Reflections is an AA-driven enterprise of some sort. It's not ours, but we like you long time. Let's read Daily Reflapjacks here on the Talkin Trash Pod Flaps.
There you have it.
All right, kids. For July the 5th, your daily refraction. A new direction. Our human resources, as marshaled by the will, were not sufficient. They failed utterly. Every day is a day when we must carry the vision of God's will into all our activities. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 45 and 85. That's a big jump.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2 pages, like 40 pages apiece. Okay. I hear talk of the weak-willed alcoholic.
Yes, I'm right here.
There's another one. But I'm one of the strongest-willed people on earth.
Come on.
I know now that my incredible strength of will is not enough to save my life. My problem is not one of the weaknesses, but rather direction. When falsely diminishing myself, accept my honest limitations and turn to God's guidance, my worst faults become my greatest assets. My strong will, rightly directed, keeps me working until the promises of the program become my daily reality. There you go,
have a
kids.
daily reflect. What does that all mean, boys?
Okay, Brad, you go first.
I was just gonna say my favorite part is when Timmy chucks stuff in there like in ChatGPT.
You gotta look because I do it everywhere.
Yeah, I like it. What do I think about that? I feel like for me, like God word's a little bit steep. I think I still use my higher power stuff, but I just gotta understand that I'm not the one in control and I'm not the strongest person out there, and there's something out there more powerful than myself, I guess.
Right.
Every time I hear anything about higher power or God or creator or however you want to use the name, that's the first thing I think of. Once I realized that there was something out there stronger and more powerful than myself, it got easier because I am not in control. So that's why I still
shocked I am.
It does help, for sure. Will, what does this mean to you?
What I heard, me personally. So I mean, it's like I don't know. Usually in life, when you're younger or whatever, you're going to be good at things, and there are things you're going to be bad at. And typically the things that you're bad at, in the future, if you just know for the fact that you're going to be, that's what you're going to be great at, because you're going to overcompensate and start working your ass off to be better. Or to rectify that situation. So therefore, like down the road, you look at it and you're like, damn, that's what I'm good at. I hated that shit because I was bad, but now I'm good
exactly.
at it.
Exactly.
So that's the way I see it. I don't know.
Hi, Julie Herbert.
Hi, Julie.
Jenny, my girl. Jenny. She is there for me. Angie. Brad, what about you? Daily Flapjacks. It was New Direction. How does this ring true to you? Well,
Well, so new direction to me is so for example, I didn't see what direction I was going in, I guess. Once I started getting sober, especially early in my sobriety, I still didn't know what really direction I was going. So when I hear new direction, I guess for me, it's like, I don't really know. And I'm not scared of whatever directions it's going now.
You need to buy
at one time I was always thinking, fuck, what's going to happen? What's going to happen in my life? Now I shouldn't say I don't give a shit. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And so whatever direction I'm going, I know if I'm sober and clean, if I stay away from the coke and the booze, for me, whatever direction I'm going, it's going to be a good one. So that's all that matters to me. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Brad, was there ever a time where you were like, if I just quit the booze, I can do coke? If I just do coke the right way, I don't have to drink.
So I dabbled with that quitting effort for years. You know what I mean? Yeah. So always some type of drug in my life, always some type of booze. So I'd be like, well, you know what? If I stop doing the blow and just drink, I'll be fine. So
but you made the effort, You made the effort.
You rationalize
you do. You rationalize it.
Eventually in our head.
Yeah, so the next thing you know, I'm doing pills or something like that. You know what I mean? So I was just making excuses to find something else. Once I realized that, I'm like, I have to quit everything. I have to quit everything. Right? I know. It's actually funny. And I apologize in advance because the last show I watched, I was like, wow. I said the F-bomb probably 13,000 times. So I apologize but fuck it.
Well, that's a good number, 13,000.
Angie had herself a night. She got chased by the cops because she crossed the line again. This time, though, it was the police line blocking off where they were lighting fireworks. So I took pic of me on the other side of the line. I have a fun fireworks story she just reminded me of. Me and my friend Jamie, I was like 21 years old, right before I met my wife, who would be my wife. We pull up to a it's 10 o'clock at night, and he has morphine gel, and
the patches?
No, I don't know what it was. It was 2001.
Yeah.
He soaked his weed in morphine, right? And then we smoked it. We're driving from one place to the other, and we're passing a minor league baseball stadium where the game's just getting out, and they're shooting off fireworks. And I'm in my dad's Mazda. I'm in my Mazda Miata with no roof, right? And it's 10 o'clock at night. We're parked at an intersection, and the cop's like, "You want to stay here?" And me and Jamie look at each other. We're like, "Yeah, we don't want to move." And we're sitting there watching fireworks go off right above. It was so dangerous. The cops let us right there. And fireworks are just winging past the car. And the cop's like, "You can go now." And we're both like,
huh?
I don't know. So, it was a weird time back in the 90s. Yeah, right. No kidding. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. I love fireworks. I wonder how many fingers were lost this 4th of July season. I don't know.
Depends how you lose them.
So we had a couple of things we want to get to. Taylor Swift got married at the Garden. Did you guys see that?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, sure. Well, it's an arena in New York. It's a small.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I don't know. It's there. It's the top of their wedding cake is what that is. Mike Oxenberg, very excited. Yep, they got married at Madison Square Garden in New York City for whatever. I mean, I guess they needed 20,000 seats. But yep, Taylor Swift. I really could care less about her.
Zero.
Yep.
I'd like to see that prenup.
I know, right? Can you imagine? We'll get to the World Cup in 1 minute later on. Very sad about Canada. They are out. The U.S. is playing tomorrow in Seattle. But Canada's gone, and we'll get to that World Cup shit. I got some messages on that. People are like, "Thank you for making it simple." Hi, Mark. Welcome back. Andrew's gonna send me the pics of the complete bad song. Okay, sounds good. We'll get to all that shit. But we have a guest coming up. Let's take a look at our upcoming guest before we bring him on. Jimmy, you want to read these, or Brad, or anybody? Yeah.
What about Wednesday's guest? Don't we have a guest on Wednesday?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, we do. Tanya Bellevue, I think.
Tanya Bellevue?
We do. I took her off by accident. There she is.
There you go.
So there's Tanya Bellevue on Wednesday.
And then we have Anthony followed by Chad Hogan. Chad Hogan. Little Hulkster. Larry Foster, Dustin Boutin, and Tommy Wilkes on the show.
Let me tell you something, brother.
So
love it.
So Tommy Wilkes
off the top belt.
He's going to be here. I don't know if he's going to show up, but he said he's going to be here. So Tommy Wilkes will be here, and Hulk Hogan will also appear. So that's fun. Our guest coming up. Tonight's guest is Nick Robinson. I see him backstage. But yeah, let's bring him in here. His name is Nick Robinson. Nick, welcome to the program. Hey, buddy.
Good job, man. You guys got a good little fun program here, man.
That's the goal. Welcome to Talkin Trash. All right,
all the way from Digby, Nova Scotia, baby.
So this is Nick to tell his story. Nick, go ahead, buddy.
Basically, I'm from down Nova Scotia, Digby. I grew up pretty much raised by my grandparents. I grew up in a black family, and like I say, my role models was like my father wasn't never there, and I grew up in a violent upbringing, and I thought that I was tired of my mother's power bill getting shut off. I remember I was 14. I ended up going to Bear River, Brad's hometown, and I fronted 2 buckets of outdoor marijuana.
Jeez.
And I took it to my cousin's dad. God rest his soul, is dead now. He's a month different age than me. I took it to Halifax, Union Square is where it is, and I started trading it for cocaine.
Yep.
I come back there and I started to realize that every bag of cocaine I could get like $4 grand to $5 grand off it. I started doing that before I knew where to even spend my money. I was hiding it back, and my stepfather extorted me. I got into bad sides with him, and I started going with other just bigger stuff. I got into bigger circles because I had to get away from him, and I had a lot of reasons why I could blame it on the world, why I went the way I went.
Yeah.
I had childhood trauma growing up. I was molested. I had all them scars, but I also had a loving family, and I had all the right reasons to do right as well, right? Unfortunately, I just spent 27 years in drug-fueled drug culture, selling drugs, and living off that way. But like I tell you, like Brad said, I'm not religious. I'm very spiritual. I believe something greater than myself. I believe in energy. So what I get out of this world now is directly what I put into it.
Right.
I've been out of prison now. My last time for going on a little over 4 years, and then my last bit was 3 years. I was clean the whole time I was in. I got out. I was out for a year and a half. I used once. Had an ounce of crack actually that I had put away, and I said to myself, just let me get a week underneath my belt, and I'll reward myself, right? I'll reward myself, or I'll get a treat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that day come, it was my first month. I didn't do it. I got to 3 months. I didn't do it. I got to 6 months. I cut it in half. I went down from 20 grams, cut it into 10 grams. I gave 10 grams away.
Nice.
Right. I got to a year, and I cut it down again to 7 bags into an 8 ball. After I was a year past the time when I said I was going to do it, and needless to say, before this, like I would go from where I was at in Digby with money from 3 guys around here. Like every month, I'd go to the city with $140,000 roughly, and buy dope for these. So like I go to that, I roughly made like $15,000 to $20,000. Plus, I would get like roughly like 150 200 grams of dope because I got it so much cheaper than anyone else around here.
Yeah.
So with that being said, my addiction was just right out of control, and when I got 3 this time here, and I got out. I was out for a year and a half. I had a month around. I had a relapse back. 3 people died around my shacks in 10 days, and one of them was a girl like that I was very close with, kind of like I had a little relationship with. She died in my arms. The next guy was a guy that came back to my shack. He had just jumped out my window. It was 6 months before this. He broke his back. He come to the door. He had just got a settlement, like $400,000. I said, buddy, I'm not giving you no dope. They were taking Dilaudid and coke and mixing them together, calling them speed bumps.
Yeah. Cool.
I said, Pete, I'm not giving you nothing, buddy. Get going. Buddy just died here. Ocean just died, and come back now. So anyway, 2 hours later, they called me. He was in the Kingfisher Hotel across from the Sobeys here. First thing they put in his arm, he was dead.
Jesus.
I said at that point, I've been through all kinds of violent stuff with guns and shootings and stabbings and all that stuff. And these ones here, they hit me differently.
Yeah.
Right. The worst part was these guys. The one guy, Smooth, he was a hustler too. He was doing a run from Kenville to Windsor to Kenville to Yarmouth back to the city, 2 o'clock in the morning. He wanted my dope more than he wanted his. When he there that day, I told him, I don't look down upon you, Smooth, but I mean, they all do interview. When I got out of jail this time, everyone does needles around here.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, I don't look down upon you. I don't think some people say you put a needle in your arm, you're a junkie. I don't believe in that shit. I believe we're all addicts. That's what it is.
Here.
Yep. All right. And anyway, he put the needle in his arm after he just got home with his kids. Right. And it haunted me. Honestly, it haunted me. The thought of seeing that down there, put 9 narcs in them, and I got 3 cops, 7 paramedics on top of this guy, and I'm sitting there still smoking crack in my kitchen because he's in the hallway.
Yeah, I get it. Yep.
I said to myself, if I don't stop it now, I'm gonna be here. And I still to this day wonder how his kids are doing after I seen him off the phone call that day with his kids. So
yeah.
Just I have 4 daughters, and I've been through hell and back to keep them. And I'm from a big family. You know, I have a lot of responsibility in my family. I got like 52 first cousins.
Jesus Christmas.
So.
I love that you said, Nick, sorry to interrupt, but I like how you said that because it's fucking, I feel like everybody on this podcast can relate to that. Like,
yeah.
So, you know a little bit of my history too, right? So, I mean, you know, definitely doing some running around. I remember selling fucking keys to blow, and I was selling them by the 100. And I remember sticking a spoon in there, but like, that's a gram. You know what I mean? Like, be 7.
Close
But
enough.
Looks about good. Yeah.
But with that being said, though, Nick, like as shitty as this is, or as good as this is, or however anybody here wants to take it, it's weird how that one thing or certain things happen in our life where it's like, fuck, okay, man, I gotta figure my shit out. Like, you know, like you said about losing friends, you know, like whatever. I remember losing friends like Dan. Well, I'll say it now, like Dan Camo. Remember when he passed away? Like, you know, got like good buddies of mine. Like I've lost a lot of good friends along the way that you know as well. And it's crazy how when things happen like that, where, you know, no matter how dark of a road we're down or whatever we're fucking doing, where something happens where it's like, okay, pull yourself together, man. You know, and I'm just speaking for myself because that's how it was for me, Nick. I can relate to that 1000%, buddy. So yeah, I just want to share that.
No, good luck. Like right now, like I talked to you a little bit, Brad. So right now, there's lobster pasture in town. And I just got done talking to the mayor and the MLA today, and a guy in town, a really wealthy guy, Willem Mosier, is about I'm just trying to get a building. I'm gonna ask all the contractors around here to help me put together a 40 by 12 building. And I'm just gonna put bunks. I just want to put bunks on the side of the wall like a fishing boat, just so I can host 30 beds to start a detox center in my hometown. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
I can't wait around for provincial or funding funding because it ain't gonna happen in time. And every fucking summer goes by, it's worse. People are dying. You know, meth and fentanyl going down this way now, and people around my community and around these fish communities, they're so used to being like pigs because they got the money, so they think they can just do large amounts of drugs, but meth is not the same as doing cocaine or cut cocaine.
Right.
So I just got done talking to them today. So hopefully my life gets spared another day, and I get farther in my plan with it. But
good for you, man.
I just went to this morning. Actually, Brad just passed away a few months ago. Well,
oh, shit.
Yeah, her man Ronnie is fell off right now. He was clean for over 28 years, and he couldn't deal with it. I tried to prevent it from the get go, but I can't prevent it myself. And I tried to give him some guidance, some a hand to hold on to, and he's in a bad spot. So this morning I went and I take his keys from him and tell his mother, Miss McAlpine, that you know what I mean, that this is where your son's at. So that's what type of shit that my life's in right now. Like honestly, like before I would never do that. I would never expose someone because you know,
right?
That someone like I don't believe in telling no cops. I don't give a fuck how long I
oh yeah, no doubt.
I don't.
We got you. You're in good company.
You do your time. You do your crime. Do your time. But I mean, right now, honestly, when it comes to saving someone's life, I'll put myself up there on the chopping block.
Yeah.
I have no shame doing that nowadays.
How about that? It's
That's
interesting.
awesome.
What I hear is, and I hear it from everybody. Everybody has different stories. We come from different backgrounds, but like it's a progressive disease. I've never heard somebody successfully figuring out cocaine and boot. Like it just gets worse. No matter how much you sell, no matter how on top of the game you think you are, it is not. You're not gonna. There's no retirement plan there. The retirement plan is death, and fentanyl is fucking everywhere, killing everybody. Whether you do meth or coke or heroin or whatever, everybody's dying. And Mark, were you describing someone who took his own life intentionally?
No.
All right. Well, the suicide's on the rise too. Everybody is like they've had it with this shit. Mark, like you've seen the inside of jails.
Who's Mark?
Who's Mark? Nick, you're right. You've seen the inside of. I'll stop watching. I'm watching soccer and doing this. You've seen the inside of.
Fuck is Mark?
What do you like, Jimmy? When you go into the prison systems, can you identify with Nick here?
Oh, definitely. Like Nick, I go into the female correctional center, the youth, and also the Regina Correctional, and I see guys who are getting released, and then I go back a month, and they're back in. Right? It's that revolving door. It's like they didn't have a plan, right? And they go back. They don't like that. They didn't change the situation that got them there in the first place, right? Hanging around with the same people, thinking, "Yeah, I got this." Yeah, bullshit. Fuck. As you all know, how powerful our addiction, whatever you're addicted to, how powerful that craving can be, and the tempting, and the triggers. Oh God, I can't help everybody, and I see the same guys, and I see some great success stories as well. Like what you're talking about, Nick, is amazing. Like I wish there was more people like yourselves out there that are providing that safe haven for people to recover in, because we can't wait around for the governments and to start up a private one is so goddamn expensive. But
so
starting ground root, that's the way we have to do something, because it's becoming.
I don't think there's ever a safe place. That's one thing I realized as an addict that chooses not to use. I don't think there's ever going to be a safe place for us. I believe that we have to be okay with being in the midst of the fire and having the tools to say no. And honestly, like I never thought that I could ever say that, right? But I mean, like I'm here in my homestead, and I've been completely away. Like when I tell you that I am sitting here working for $18 an hour when I used to run gear, I used to sell dope, and I'm doing less with more, but I'm fucking struggling, yo. I got 4 kids and I'm struggling. But I tell you what, like 2 months ago, I could have went and sold 3 keys of cocaine. I probably would have made $15,000. You know, but I didn't even have it in my head to think about it before. I would have thought about that shit, because honestly, I got a truck that needs money into it. My mother needs money. My kids need money, right? Like but I got to a point that there's no dollar bill that I can gain that is worth the ladies down the road's son's life. And and honestly, it took a lot of self-scare, self-sabotage, and a lot of people that I care about to be gone for me to actually recognize it, which I wish it was sooner. But I'm thankful that is today. You know, I'm thankful for what I have, not sorry for what I don't have.
Absolutely. Like when I think about using it again, Nick, at this point, after all the destruction, the first thing that comes to my mind is the pain and the destruction that comes with getting high. Not that it used to be 10, 15 years ago, I would obsess over that fleeting moment of being high. And that's when I thought about drugs, I would think about, I want to get high. And then you go through enough pain, my tolerance level got to a point where I couldn't take anymore. And now I look back, and the first thing I think about is what comes with addiction, with using drugs, not the high associated with it. And like for you, I hear the same thing come out of you. You recall these things that you've experienced, and they're motivators for you, for your sobriety today. And it's got to be tempting. I mean, holy shit, when money's tied into it, when you can make it a financial thing, it gets really tempting and dangerous. Nick, how long have you been sober?
I'm over 4.5 years right now.
Boy, that's what I'm talking about. 4.5 years.
Say this, and this is something that's crazy though. This is what boggles my head. Is about a month ago, I'm sitting in my grandparents' house. This is like I grew up with my grandparents, but I had a lot of times where I sold dope out of this basement, and then when my grandparents died, I had the homestead, and I couldn't handle. I can't say I can't handle, but I didn't handle their death properly, and selling drugs, and I was doing drugs in here. So my lonely time, like I didn't do drugs. I didn't bring drugs and guns around my kids. Like I left for about 8 years when I was in the middle of a battle. Like I didn't bring a fucking gun around my kid. I didn't bring no beef around my kids. Like, not to make that any better than anyone else, but I just didn't bring around mine. And so loneliness is a real bitch to me, right? So after all the time I've been clean, I tell you that I've been clean. I went through the stage where I fought cravings and triggers and people and places and things. I went through that phase.
Yep, we all did.
But I come here when my mother had been gone about just 1 month ago. I woke up at 1:30 in the morning. Normally I go to bed around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and I'm up at like 5 o'clock to go to work. I woke up at 1:30 in the morning. And I'm telling you right now, I didn't think about drugs before this. And I woke up, and I tell you right now, a stem and a bag of crack was in my mind so bad. I tell you, I sat up. I had $280 in my wallet, and I just got paid in my check. I sat up in the bed, and I'm telling you, it was like a ghost haunting me. I was so to the point that I couldn't go back to sleep that I went and got the scissors over that drawer right over there, right? I got the scissors over that drawer. I was sitting on the bed with my leg underneath one on my other leg with the scissors on the fucking bank card, so that if I went, I didn't blow my whole check because I knew how to pay the power bill at my house. Out of nowhere.
How long ago was this, Nick?
This is like a month ago, and I mean that but
out of nowhere. Yep.
I wasn't around. I wasn't away by myself. So as well as I haven't been alone like that, and I've been going through some shit with my relationship. I've been my woman for 27 years now, off and on. You know, since we were kids, right? I'm 43 years old. So it just before I never would have been able to get through that. So I know that God said whatever I'm doing it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So I try to stay humble. I never want to be cocky and arrogant. I like to stay confident, but not arrogant. You know, and when it comes to sobriety, I always want to second guess myself. But I mean, I'm to the point now where I can actually look myself in the mirror and say, "Hey, man, you're doing a fucking good job." Like,
absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's actually so honestly, Nick. Like, so you and I really haven't talked in years. Obviously, we know who each other are because we've known each other for years. But so I was just scrolling through Facebook one day. I'm allowed to say this, eh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna anyway.
Brad.
So anyway, I see a.
Oh, I took him off stage. I meant to put you full screen and I took you off stage.
Welcome to my
Bye,
world.
Brad.
Go ahead, Bradley. Sorry.
Thought I was part of the team, for fuck's sake.
You are
Anyway.
That's 23. Thank you, Brad.
Anyway, well, there's 24, Jim.
Oh,
So anyway,
a twofer.
So I was on Facebook or whatever, and I just seen that Nick had a post on there, and right away, so it showed him and another guy or whatever, and they were going to a school. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nick. They were going to a school or something like that to talk about their recovery and what program he's doing, right? You know, so right then I was like, that's fucking wicked, right? Because I knew who Nick was, and I knew you're a little bit of a shit show, and you know I was a little bit of a shit show. So once I, and I'm saying this as a friend, Nick. Are you right? Honestly, right?
I know. I get
right. So I see that I was like, awesome, man. Like, right on, cool. We're kind of doing the same type of journey here, man. I got to reach out. So that's when I reached out to Nick and then we just got talking back and forth. So there's another thing that what recovery does, right? So we all do our different programs or whatever. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. I just want a goddamn bald cat. Don't matter. How, it doesn't matter how we get sober. It doesn't matter what we're doing, what recovery program you're doing. The beautiful thing I can say for me, especially in 2026, we're on a technology fucking phone. So we got 2 guys from Georgia, we got 1 guy from Nova Scotia, we got 2 guys from Regina, Canada, and all of us can sit here and talk recovery. We got people talking back and forth on here. Like, so we have all the resources at our fingertips of any source we want to get sober, right?
Yeah.
So, Nick's lost his dog. Listen, he's lost his dog.
Who let the dog out?
Woof, 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 woof. Yeah, so once I seen that Nick was doing that, like I see that on Facebook, I reached straight out to him. I'm like, dude, that's pretty cool, man, that you're going to spread the word to kids in school about, going to jail or whatever, blah, 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 whatever he was telling them, right? So I knew right then, I said he was doing something special, and I thought it was pretty cool to reach out to him. So yeah, good on you, Nick.
Yeah,
I mean that is something special. So like he's kind of like us. He's an advocate for recovery. He's rough around the edges. He's a shit show. He fits right in with us.
Welcome to the shit show, buddy.
We get it, though. We get it.
That's why I fucking love him.
And all I can say, Nick, if you're lonely, we created this platform for us, for guys like us, to feel connected twice a week, whether we feel like coming on or not. We always do. And we created this so guys don't feel lonely. We don't have to anymore. We have this, and we try to include everybody who wants to be included in the show. And, we don't say no. We never said no to anybody.
I got a question,
yeah, go ahead.
Nick, if it's okay, buddy. So we all talk, we talk about so many different platforms of recovery here. Are you able or want to share what program you do and what's gotten you to where you are in your sobriety?
Sure, of course. So I'm involved with 7-Step Society program. It started in early 70s. It was based upon by lifers, I tried NA, I tried AA. With them, I'm not going to talk down upon them, but when I tried them, I was in a small unit. The other times I was on the run, I just found what we get high with. Right when I found this program, it was through guys like that. I was good buddies with Lifer. This guy Skippy Hamilton. He told me about it inside. Then when I was on the run, I was on the run for almost 3 years, and I got introduced to this program. Then it was I seen the way that it held the room. I seen the way that for one, it wasn't you can't just go to it. You have to be dominated in. There's judges. There's like the guys in my core group. There's one judge that's been on the Supreme Court bench for 28 years. But I mean, there's another one that's been on it for 24 years. There's a head parole officer for Nova Scotia. There's a couple high-end lawyers from Halifax, a couple prison guards. But what it is that you have to put your name in and you get nominated. So when they get your name, you go to a data bank. If you're a police informant or a sex offender, you get denied.
Right.
Because that's prison politics in a nutshell, right?
Oh yeah.
If there's an open one that, of course, anyone can go to, that's because everyone deserves a chance to get help somewhere. I'm just not sitting down at the table with certain people.
Yep.
I've been myself. I ain't going there, right? So that got me into this program. They're very honest. They're very experienced. They're I kind of got into it with a couple of the older guys because they are more along the lines of prison prevention. And when I got on there, sure, I was trying to do prison prevention, but I also found that I was forced to go to therapy and counseling since I was 7 years old through the courts and shit. I never got along with it. The last therapist and counselor in prison, I actually got with this woman, and I didn't do it on purpose. I went to a meeting at 1:30 in the afternoon. This lady, her name was Brenda. She sat behind the desk. I couldn't hardly see her. Started reading all my stuff when I was molested from 4 to 10. When my stepfather, she read my life and so many things that I didn't even remember at the time because I just blocked it the fuck out. And up to going, it was a little room in the end of the prison, and the rest of the prison was locked down. When I come to, she was hollering, Nick, and I had vibed my whole chair completely sideways, so I'm looking at the wall a foot away from my face, and I was staring at her when she started reading, right? And instantly I was like in trance. And when I come to, she had my it's called a prison pass, a little yellow paper. She had my name signed into it. She said, Nick, walk in the yard. The whole prison shut down. She said, walk in the yard. When the COs come to you, do not go back to your house. Give me 20 minutes to come back here. As soon as I got over her room, I just broke. I broke like so much trauma had come to my head. And I was like, instantly, I walked the yard. A couple of COs come to me, and people are hollering at the window. What are you doing outside, Robert? What are you doing outside, right? I was going to go back to my house. I was going to go. I didn't want to hear no more about what she was doing. I said, you know what, Nicholas? There's something. Go back there. I went back. Tried to wipe my tears, and also two of my good buddies that were Crip gang from St. John's was right outside the door. Like I couldn't control it. I couldn't hide this shit. No way, no how. And so long story short, that lady there, she broke me down and made me feel like therapists and counselors and so they have purpose. Every shoe's on for every foot. They won't fit you. But I mean, my mind up so that I could go through therapeutic conversation, and now I'm able to do conversations like this as well through that woman, and I have better tools to help myself and other people. So I'm okay with therapy now, and I'm open to it. Before this, the scariest thing in my life was to deal with this shit without drugs and alcohol. Right? When I was high, the scariest thing in the world was to get sober. Now that I'm sober, the scariest thing in the world is to get high.
Yeah. Brad, you found this guy. I mean, he's like in person. How big are you? Are you like 6'2"? You look like an animal. Like you kill people. Yeah, he's a big dude. So like he's a guy. If he starts talking, I instantly listen.
You listen. Yeah.
One for my own personal safety, but two because he's speaking from a place of experience. a place that I've never been. You know what I mean? Like I unbelievable. Will's been in jail, and you know the whole speed thing. Will, what are you hearing?
So hey, my name's Will. I've been curious to know.
Yeah, go.
So here I'm in Georgia. Tim's in Georgia with me. I'm not with Tim. Tim's with me. No,
he wishes.
Anyhow, so in Georgia, there's a law that they passed, and so if you're with somebody getting high and they overdose or they get they need medical attention, and you can have a pound of fucking dope on the table. If you call 911, those cops can't do anything to you, and you're safe. But just as long as you give that person medical attention, you're good.
The Good Samaritan.
They have that up there with you guys are?
No.
Yes, they have that now. But like I say, that's why when we called that night, my buddy Smooth OD'd. Like I tell you, literally, like I didn't even realize I was still sitting there.
Yeah.
Back to the other buddy says, like, man, put that away. Like I'm sitting there watching him give my buddy a 1, 2, 3. You know,
Yeah.
7 paramedics pumping on shit with the machine on. I'm sitting there smoking crack, and he's like, I'm out the cops way, but these paramedics sitting there looking at me. And like I say, it's a small town, so everybody knows everybody. But yeah, it's the same thing. But like I say, Brad can tell you more than, and I don't know how you guys where your population is, but we live in a very small town. Everyone knows everyone, right? Like, and so in the most part, you know, when you see one person dies like that in a tragedy, it affects 80% of the town. Like, you know,
everybody.
Yeah.
We say it all the time. Everybody's infected. Julie has a question for everyone. She says, have you all received mental health therapy on top of a recovery program, or is it included during the recovery program usually? That is like a loaded question. Anybody want to answer that or try to?
I could say for me, Julie, I was fortunate enough when I went to treatment center at Prairie Sky Recovery that they did have a mental awareness program involved in my recovery program at that treatment center. Have I actually reached out and been to therapy? I did some online stuff and whatever. But with that being said, Julie, I do know from my addiction and all the fucked up shit that I did when I was young and some childhood shit and like all that stuff that I do have to work on my mental awareness. So with that being said, I do work on my mental stability.
He's still fucked up is what he's saying.
Oh, he fucked up.
Thank you, Will.
I'll be Julie. I'll throw her in there. I'll be fucked up for the rest of my life. But I won't.
27. Thank you, brother.
But sorry, 27. Are you counting? Actually, really?
Yes.
Is it really 27?
Yep.
Holy fuck. No, anyway,
28.
sorry. But yes, Julie, the answer is yes. I'm going to say yes for me. So I have to work on my mental stability because the reason I was I almost did it again. The reason I was all messed up on drugs and this stuff is because of childhood trauma, how I was probably raised, stuff I used to do. So it all led to me being mentally unstable. So I think for me, with my addiction and alcohol and coke and all the above, is because I had a mental issue that I had to deal with. So
we're starting a GoFundMe account for him to get some help.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that. That's a lot of dollars to get this fixed, boys.
I can say, Julie, that most recovery programs, any kind of program, has mental health stuff included. You have to be your own advocate.
Almost.
They all have to. Yeah. It is substance use disorder now, so it is an actual disease. It has to be treated a certain way. So nowadays, if you go in for help, if you go into a detox, you're going to see a psychiatrist. The availability is there. It's up to you what you do with it. You have to be your own advocate. And you have to, if you want therapy, it's there. Right, exactly.
I your own rescue.
Me personally, I play with my own life until I found out that I needed Zoloft and whatever.
I for himself. Trust me, he's very.
But I take. But I make sure I get what I need. And it got to a point where I didn't just go through the motions. I was in there getting what I need. I needed to see the psych. I know I needed. So after trial and error, it took me some time, but I had to get on my own medication regimen. I don't have to speak to a therapist every week. I'm at a point in my life, in my recovery, where I don't need that. And psychiatry is usually expensive. So my whole psychological thing is taken care of by my general practitioner. He can provide my antidepressants. He can provide. I also see an addiction doctor too. She provides Suboxone, things like that. So the help is that you're no longer a junkie. Somebody comes in looking for help. Not only do they deserve it, but it is there for you. And once you get in the system, you have to pursue. I'm depressed. Why am I depressed? And they'll help you with that stuff. So mental health is why we figured that out.
Can I add to that, Tim? Because
please,
you just said that, seeing a doctor, yes, 100% check, all these things. But here's an example. I'm just going to rewind to last episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if that isn't part of our mental awareness and our mental growing or whatever, I don't even know. My English is terrible, but
it's because you're Canadian.
Evolve. You shut up, Will. Yeah. but it's about if we can evolve in our mental stability. So last episode, what did we do? We talked about some good stuff. We found, so there was something Tim wanted to talk about. We all got to talk about things. So if that one thing right there, for example, about addiction and recovery, I never used to do that shit when I was all screwed up, right? Yeah. But once I started getting into my program or whatever I was doing and learning about my recovery and figuring out stuff, then I started talking about shit. You know what I mean? And I wasn't embarrassed to talk about it. I remember one time somebody said to me early in recovery, who was probably still, and whatever, I care what they're doing, but they asked her, well, weren't you embarrassed that you went to the recovery, treatment center and, and all the stuff you did? I'm like, it'd be way more embarrassing if I was still fucking doing that. That'd be way more embarrassing. So there's 30. So what I'm getting at is what I mean? That'd be way more embarrassing if I kept doing the path that I was on, right? So with that being said, I guess we have learned to talk about our feelings. We have learned to talk about our problems, and we have friends and support that we can do that with people around us. So if that isn't working on your mental stability, I don't know what is.
No, and that's mental stability in a nutshell. And you guys, you're talking about mental awareness, things like that. I mean, there may come a point for Brad or Jimmy or anybody where they're like, you know what, I'm gonna go check out psych medication or whatever it is, psychiatry, whatever. You're what you are with psilocybin. Yeah, if you want to go that route, I'm by all means. But we have no we're not AA, we're not NA, we're not we're
just California.
You want to be California sober, you want to play that whole thing, do your thing. Just don't. I was telling you. I know you. I know you are. Works. It was funny. I was talking to Jimmy after last episode, and I said, you know why pot was a gateway drug? Why they classified it as that? And I think back to my childhood. They said it was so bad and dangerous
because it helps everybody. That's the reason why they did it.
You would do it, and it wasn't bad and dangerous. It was wonderful, and I ate yodels. That's not. They said I could. So it's the misinformation of what is what these days, and
population.
Exactly.
A funny story though. One time I was in detox numerous times, and I heard people say, yeah, this is a gateway drug. That's a gateway drug. They're like, oh man, what are you doing? That's not that bad, right? You're only doing coke. You only do a couple lines. Fuck off, man. You don't need to go detox. You ain't smoking an ounce.
Yeah.
Right. But one of the eye-opening moments of my life was when I went to detox, and I was very, very, very in rough shape. I tried to get in there so bad they wouldn't get me in. Till literally, I went to the old patients, and I told them I was going to kill me because the person told me, "You gotta go fix yourself, brother." And that's what I did. I went upstairs. There was a guy there that was there for quitting cigarettes. Another guy that was there for drinking mouthwash. I was so mad at this. You fuck. I said, man, what are you guys doing? I said, I'm sitting there ready to be dead over it. And so at that point, I thought my addiction was more important than theirs.
Right.
And I said, you know what, Nick? Just because the cocaine and the crack is your struggle, that cigarette that he wants to quit could end his life the same way. And I was like, it humbled me because to me, it wasn't as severe as mine. And so basically, there is no set map for being addicted.
Level. Yeah, right. There's addiction.
All about perception.
First that I find with anyone having problems of getting clean is that they're scared to be open and honest and to see themselves vulnerable. Everyone wants they have something to control. And when until you be okay with saying, hey, this is me, this is my struggles, this is my scars. I don't have the fucking answers, and I'm willing to sit around and learn and do the work. Then you're gonna have problems of actually getting some substantial time, because before I would get clean for a little bit, I'd have a relapse. The rest of the world would cave down on me. I couldn't bear myself. Then a guy told me, listen, man, the road to recovery is filled with many relapses. So then I spent a couple of years that I was using the relapses as a given. Like, oh, I'm allowed to have a relapse, Right? Here. But I tell you what, it went down every time I did something. It went down. I wasn't where I wanted to be, but I wasn't where I was. And I seen the president going, and I chose to be vulnerable. I chose to learn. I chose to even if I was getting high, to still let myself know that I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And I tell you that I'm a guy for quotes, and what this quote just stuck in my life. I'll tell you guys this one. I was watching this book. It's called 14 minutes and 42 seconds, like that. It's about ends in the day, right? And this guy said, he's like talking about positive life and shit. He says, you know what? You're born looking like your parents, but you're gonna die looking like your decisions. What are you gonna choose?
I love it.
And I was like, damn. Right.
So so it's great that you say that, because we can be good people and then say, I don't know, say we used last week and we overdosed and we died. Our legacy is now a drug overdose. We used drugs. That's why we died. I lost a friend last week who was doing great up until the very night before. And then he overdosed, and it hits home for people who know, and he died, and his kids are young. When they grow up, they'll know daddy died because he used drugs. Don't use drugs. Well, that's good, but like that message could have been achieved with him there. He didn't have to die for that. And then I know him as a great person, and now he's not here, and people are going to remember him as an addict. So, like I said,
because you experienced the same thing he did, but you
exactly
survived.
right. Yep,
So
and I survived. So you're born looking like your parents. You die looking like your decisions. Yeah. That's good. That is good. So there it is on the screen. Oh, there it is on the screen. Get out of here. Did you know? So yeah, I get it. Like especially in it's scrolling. Especially like we don't want to see our people be misrepresented or look like shit or whatever. We care about addicts. We don't want to see people go through what we went through. And for you to be open, like detox for amphetamines and speed and cocaine, that sucks. There's really no comfort meds. There's no.
I used to use GHB to get off meth.
Right, that's great. Yeah, they're great drugs. So let's use Rohypnol and kill myself to sleep because I'm on meth. So like things get crazy. It does work, I know. So like I remember going to being in detox just like you, Nick, looking at the guy next to me, freaking out, not getting anything. I'm well medicated. I'm nice and comfortable, sleep. He's going out of his mind because he was a crackhead or whatever. There is no protocol. It's just go to sleep for a week and then wake up and eat some food
full of peanut butter.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
So like they should be getting. If you're, in my opinion, I'm not medical, but like give them some Valium or Ativan or something to chill them out, regardless. So like I think the entire system of recovery is changing and it's becoming medical, which it needs to be. But Nick represents like the old school shit, going through it. Being labeled, being in jail, like he just like he wore it like a badge, and it life sucks, but like Nick, buddy, you got something to offer. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
you do.
And I'm so happy you're doing that instead of what you were doing, because there's people out there that do not know how to get out of that fucking cycle. So good on you, Nick. Nick, what would you have to? We have a bunch of rehabs that watch every show. Yeah, Angie, exactly. What would you have to say?
We couldn't hear him.
Who he was? Well, let's just segue this way. Nick, what would you have to say to some of the people sitting in those treatment centers right now, listening to us? What do you have to say to those people getting discharged in a few days?
I would say, for one thing, don't be scared of it. Don't make your your breakout be your downfall. And for two, honestly, if you're involved in a program that doesn't have a healthy release program for you, then tell them what you need, because that's the key to successfully rehabilitating this world. Like there's a program in Monk does it, and that's what they've changed right now. They had people there for a year. They were big into religion. It worked for a lot of people. The people done amazing for a year. They got out in a week later. They had no healthy living outside the program. So any detox or rehab place that I think that I'm trying to push now is I'm trying to personally start a detox here that goes for 5 to 10 days, and then a rehabilitation center that goes on for longer living and structured living outside after you get that, because anyone can go and get chained to a wall and get off the drugs. That's just a fact.
Right. Yep.
When the chain's done and you have to live life and you still got the same scars, you still got the same struggles, and you still got the same emotions. I'm still an addict. I'm still an addict full-fledged. I'm still the guy that was running out back, smoking in the woods. I'm still the same guy. The difference is tools to avoid them actions, right?
There you go.
Well
there you
said,
go.
man.
All right, guys, let's say goodbye to Nick. Guys, does anybody have anything they'd like to add before we say goodbye to our new friend, other than thank you?
Yes, thank you, Nick. I love it. And like I say, I go into like the youth centers and talking to these kids. Like I went in representing AA, and I've kind of just evolved it more into like you were talking about the 7-step thing. And just saying, okay, do you guys want to just take a one-way ticket from here to corrections? Because the only thing that's going to beat you there is the headlights on the goddamn van. Because you're not, because you got to have a plan. And and if you got to, first of all, admit you got a problem, okay? And are you on any kind of medical assistance, like Matt, for the treatment, just not of your disease of addiction, but what's upstairs? Yeah, and starting with a clean slate. Like once it's not a reboot of the system, you got to deal with what's there. And if it's damaged, okay, let's work around it.
Factory reset.
We would treat the symptom, never treat the problem. We would treat the addiction, not why we used. And that's what that's the point of this show, to try to treat the problem and to continually say, I am an addict and I have a problem. And it's easy to put that away when you get clean. It's easy to pretend I'm not an addict. I'm normal. I'm good. The stigma's down now. So now we can do stuff like this and support each other. And because that's what needs to happen, is support. So everybody, Nick, the comments, everybody's, you made an impact on people tonight. And there's people probably that are like rough around the edges like you that listen to what you had to say tonight.
Absolutely, man.
Nick, God bless you. And anything you do going forward, let us know if we can help in any way. But thank you so much for coming on, Nick. What a great guest, Nick. Take care. And,
Nick, I want to say something right quick too, because me and Nick been good buddies for a long time. Nick, I'm fucking 31. Nick, I'm super proud of you, man, for what you're doing.
32.
Reaching out, going to schools, talking, you know what I mean, spreading the word, being open-minded, you know what I mean? You're teaching a lot of people that recovery can be fun and it can be worth it, right? And I like what you said, because I agree with you 100%. I'm still an addict. I'm still an alcoholic. I just got tools now to help me through it, right? Like, I definitely have those bad days. Nick, I'm super proud of you, man. I'm so glad that we reconnected. I'm, like you said, that's that creator moment, right? When I just looked through Facebook and see what was going on, I'm like, tell me that's not a reason that, to reach out, right? Like, again, I don't do the God things. I'm not real religious, but somebody out there led that path for me and you to reconnect, buddy. So I'm thankful for that.
Absolutely.
Honestly, like I say, bro, you was kind of like the OGs, a couple years older than me growing up. You was that tough guy that we all looked up to. I'm good to see you doing your shit. I'm so thankful that you reached out to me. A pleasure meeting all you guys. I like to stay in contact with you guys, man. Honestly, you obviously got some more experience than I have with this stuff going on. I believe it could be the first time, not the last time, guys. So thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. Nick Robinson, everybody.
Thanks, buddy.
We need to support him. And just so everybody knows, when we take it, we never take a donation. If we get a donation, it goes to that guest. So just so everybody knows, what did you guys think of that, dude? Like,
I could say for me, honestly, and I know, like, it's so rewarding in my recovery. like I said, I've known Nick. I'm 47. He's 43. Like him and I known each other. I'm gonna say since I've been 15, 16. So we've known each other. 30 years. We've known each other. Nick and I, right? So to see him, to see him prosper in his recovery. And again, it's his story to tell, but a little bit, I do know a little bit that he's been through and all that. To see him do what he's doing now, man, oh man, makes me punt. Like I said, like just scrolling through Facebook, seeing what was going on, and get to reach out to him again. Like it's that's just one of those recovery things, man. One of those creator moments and all
definitely.
that shit. Like it is, it totally is.
This show is
I'm
built
proud
on
of you,
that.
Nick.
Me too. This show is built on that. What I did is I didn't kick him out. I just put him backstage so he can watch the end of the show. But he's there. But like I mean, it's guys like him and guys like Manny. These tough guys. These guys that'll beat the fucking shit out of you for looking at him wrong. Being emotional and vulnerable and that shit hits home with people, especially men our age. And Brad, he said you were the tough guy in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
I love that. Brad was rough and
Did you like have
tumble
a pack of smokes in your in
Yeah,
your shirt?
No comment, boys. No
JD all day.
Probably had
So
the towel licking it all, eh?
Little
Yeah.
context.
Boy.
He said Brad and Jennifer were the OGs out there. So I love that.
Ooh.
That's very cool. All right,
That's another story for another time.
another story for another time.
I'm sure
All
it
right.
is, Bradley.
As we're sitting here, they're scoring goals left and right in Mexico.
Who
It's 2-1 England right now down
Ooh,
there.
that's like
England, jolly old England.
They're playing Mexico
you wanker.
in Mexico. It looks insane. People are going to die tonight because of this game. A lot of goals in the last end of the half. All right, so
how many F words do I have right now, Jimmy?
32.
Is that legit?
I got him.
Yeah,
clocked
that's
at
legit.
38. But
Oh,
I'm doing
okay.
it
Well, I'm giving it a couple of mullets.
And I felt like I was doing really good because I hate to count last episode.
Who are
Then
you trying to be?
Oh, you're just like.
Well, fuckity fucking. I fuck. So we didn't have to
There
fuck.
you go.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
All right, the stupid World Cup is going on, but we gotta look at it because
Just look at it.
Going
Just look
on.
at it.
Don't do it.
So I did everybody a favor. The World Cup in 1 minute, nice and easy.
Oh, yeah.
with a
It's not a
long
favor, it's a
overview.
A minute,
Yep,
I'll
it
never
is,
get
Brad.
back.
Yeah,
Look at
that's what she
you.
said.
All right, so shut up. This is what we're looking at right now. So Canada lost to Morocco. Morocco
But he
goes
wrote that
on
one in.
to play France. Morocco will play France.
They're done. They're done.
France
Yeah,
is done.
France
France
is
is
Morocco's
number
done.
one. Yeah.
France
is the
beat
shit.
Paraguay. They're good. Mbappe, dude's unbelievable. So France will play Morocco on.
Morocco is a
Tuesday.
good team. I think they're 5th overall, like in the world.
Yeah,
I think
they're not bad.
Oh,
They're not bad.
who
Switzerland moves on.
cares?
Nobody.
Everybody cares. Mexico right
When's
now.
Halifax getting a CFL team? That's all I care about.
Halifax. So
That'd be
there's
awesome.
Hey,
The Halifax Explosion. That'd be a good name.
ew.
Oh, there you go.
No, I don't
I
like
get
it.
it. I get it.
He
So-
gets it.
That's what we're looking at. The U.S. play Belgium tomorrow. Everybody's all excited about
Whoa.
that. That's in
They're excited
Seattle.
about just for today is what they're excited about.
Is that
Seattle is in Washington.
Is the minute
I don't
done
know if
yet?
you guys realize that
Mm.
Seattle,
Oh, forgot
stupid Canada lost.
sleepless
Way to go,
sleepless in
Canada.
Seattle?
Is the minute over yet?
I know. I heard
Is
it.
it done?
Jimmy's funny. I made all these
I
slides.
agree.
Earlier today.
Kill me.
Norway beat Brazil. That
Ooh.
dude.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So this is
If
look
he
at this guy.
dies, he dies.
This dude is he's a Viking. He is a strange looking human being.
He's
Eric.
all eyebrows there or something going
Oh,
on.
he's like very
Pro
hot.
Magnum. Holy
So-
crap.
No
I think
shit.
that here-
He does have
Me-
opposable
me-
thumbs though.
Did you just quote Rocky? Did someone just quote Rocky?
Yes. If he
Yeah.
dies, he dies.
If he
I
dies,
heard
he
it.
dies.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
dies.
So there's a bunch of stuff going on. There's all these games they play, and then people move on. And there's soccer for you. Leading goal scorer Leo Messi. This dude from France,
Messi.
Mbappe, he's got 7 goals. This animal, and from Norway has
Yeah.
5. This gorgeous human
Animal.
being, Harry Kane's got 5, and also made the Bembe. So there you have it. So it is America's 250th a birthday. Jimmy,
Happy birthday to you.
Could you read our U.S. facts?
Certainly. All right. The U.S. flag was designed by a preschool student.
Here we go.
Over 4,000 languages are spoken in America in some states. There are more monkeys than peoples in one state. That would probably be Georgia. Boston cream pie was once illegal. Most of the world's ecstasy is made in America. The biggest planet in the world is America.
All right, here's all the real ones. You can read the real ones now.
There we go.
I was going to say there's probably one real statement out of that whole thing.
All right, so the flag was designed by a high school student, and his teacher gave it a B-, believe it or not. So let's look at the flag. So the flag, not that flag.
Did the kid have like wooden teeth? Oh no, sorry, that was
George Washington.
Yeah.
So all right, Betsy, sorry, not you. We're talking about this one. In 1958, Robert Heft designed it. He got a B-. The teacher gave him an A when Congress adopted it. He then ran a successful Dairy Queen franchise in the greater Sandusky, Ohio area.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's the flag. If you didn't know that, it's been remade like 18 times, something like that. So Dairy Queen, the Stars and Bars Blizzard is now out at Dairy. All right, the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell.
You know why they
was
down? It's because they ring at a certain level,
frequency.
Whatever you call it, whatever, like healing property,
Decibel?
like energy,
Oh, very good, Will.
Down because when they ring, they're supposed to be at a certain vibration.
Okay.
So
I don't know what
Jovi.
So the Liberty Bell track, so it was
Sonnez ma cloche en français. Ring my bell, baby.
Of Bon John Boby.
It's funny, Tim, when you do some of these quotes, trivia things. I love you with all my heart, but I find it really hard to. I find it really hard to believe after that plumber one a long time ago.
It's all of it's nonsense. Anything I put on the screen has some kind of double meaning.
Man.
All right,
pizza.
Lastly, the pizza capital of the world. Americans eat an average of 100 acres of pizza per day. That's like 350 slices. You
just
fat
don't order
pigs.
if you're in Washington, D.C.
That's 75 football fields of pizza we eat every single day.
I believe that.
Like one American, or you all collectively?
Oh yes.
Well, you never know.
So all of America consumes all the NFL stadiums, all 9 of the CFL stadiums, MLS, and so that's a lot of fucking pizza we eat. You fat
bastards.
And that being said, we get the hot ready pizza from.
Oh yeah.
Little Caesars
Pizza.
Pizza. Try Little Caesars Pizza Deal. 2 large pizzas for just $4.99 each. Online only. Pizza.
All the jokes I have for tonight.
Do we get a promo cut for that or what?
Yeah, Will.
Brute.
Will, fun fact.
When I was in Little League, the baseball team name I was in a small town, was Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Every time we won a game, guess what? We got free pizza.
Pizza.
I love that for you,
and
Will.
I will bring in pictures of me in my jersey.
You don't. I don't believe you.
I mean, you know what
I
I'm
would
saying.
love. Yeah,
That's me dancing. I do it every time.
Wearing my tie.
Show and
That
tell.
or you got to go to the bathroom.
No, every time I hear, I'm not even lying. Every time I hear our theme song, I'm always ask him.
Yes, he is.
And
I have it recorded. It's ridiculous.
In the background, I'm always like,
He has to be great.
It's the only thing, it's just, I look, I'm like, there's Brad. Brad's in the background.
That's Brad driving down the highway. What?
There you have it. All right, so let's read our Just for Tuesday. Anybody have anything to... I feel like we're forgetting something. Probably not.
In closing here on Talkin Trash podcast, we read an NA traditional reading called Just for Today.
Brad's got moves. I'm going to tell you right now. I can see what he's doing. He's got moves back there. All right. Freebird's going to be in the background. Will, you're just going to have to deal with it.
I knew. You see, you read my lips when I was saying.
Will, just blah, 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 blah.
Freebird, read it.
Freebird. The nature of our belief will determine the manner of our prayers and meditations. Exploring spiritual options, basic text, page 44. How do we pray for each NA member? This is a deeply personal matter. Many of us find that over time, we develop a manner of prayer and meditation based on what we learn from others, and what we are comfortable with. Some of us arrive in a with a closed mind toward a power greater than ourselves. But when we sit down with our sponsors and discuss our difficulty, looking at the second step in depth, we are pleased to find that we can choose any concept of a higher power that appeals to us. Just as our definition of a power greater than ourselves differs from addict to addict, so does our manner of achieving a conscious contact. Some attend religious services, some chant, some sit quietly or talk with whatever is out there. Some find spiritual connection by communing with nature. The right way to pray and meditate is whatever way helps us improve our conscious contact with our own higher power. Asking others how they found their spiritual guidance is always a good place to begin.
Yeah.
Reading literature before we enter periods of meditation can also help us. Many have gone before us on this search. As we seek spiritual growth, we can greatly benefit from their experience. Just for today, I'll explore my options for improving my conscious contact with the God of my understanding, whatever they may be.
There you have it. Look what he did there.
Got him.
Yeah. So, what's this? Just for today. Yep. What was it? Something? What was it about? Exploring spiritual options. Yeah. Good place to start is to ask somebody else. A lot of people go through
Option
the motions.
C. Always option C.
Option C. So that's it. All right, boys.
I got a quick
happy
question
4th of July. Go ahead.
My wife just texted me, said, "Where's Georgia?" I'm gonna let you guys explain that to her. She's upstairs listening.
Georgia's right next to Florida.
Georgia.
That's what she wanted to hear.
It is not landlocked.
I didn't even know where I lived when I moved down here. I thought I was in a different place.
I was born right there at the Georgia-Florida line.
We're kind of Midwest. We're up above the R.
Midwest, my ass, we're down southeast.
The reason I say that is because we have family in Florida, so I got a funny feeling she's upstairs making a plan.
Oh, there you have it.
Uh-oh.
What part?
The Florida party.
I know shit, Sherlock. What part?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Where Tracy's from? I want to say Palm Bay. I want to say Sherry.
Palm Bay.
Sherry, text me, Sherry.
Palm Bay. It's like Green Bay and Palm Beach. It's like warm and it's cold at the same time.
It's Palm Springs. No, it's not Palm Springs.
Palm Springs is.
It's down by Juniper. I know that.
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Wow, he missed. You blew him off.
I don't fucking know. I'm from Canada, man. Hey, sorry.
All right, so the
Herzegovina.
Herzegovina. If you feel some type of way, 988 is a good way to intervene. And it's cops. Yep, there's my number. Call me. Narcan saves people's lives. Sometimes it takes 7, like Nick shared, or Mark, as I said. I called him Mark. That felt terrible.
I was wondering, I was like, what the
I know.
Who the hell's Mark?
Don't piss that guy off.
I know what it was, though. Mark Condon was doing a bunch of comments.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Reading that.
Yeah, let's play
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brad.
You're welcome.
If you're getting your phone back, first off, my suggestion would be to get a new number and a new phone. But if
Bingo
not,
bango.
go in the App Store and get some apps to help you count your days and go to meetings and shit. Very important.
Or like,
you can do Grinder too. Who's Tanya Beliveau? Bradley, do we know her?
I don't. I think it's a friend of my sister's in Sackville.
Yes, it is.
I know nothing about her actually, but she's going to be a fantastic guest.
All right. So tonight we learned that John Bon Jovi broke the Liberty Bell and that Betsy Ross was a preschool student. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for your support out there. Everybody who commented. We'll see you on Wednesday with our friend Tanya Bellevue.